Nathan, how you doing? Welcome
I'm
to.
good. How you doing?
I'm good. I feel
How you doing this quarantine then?
that was my next question. How you doing in this quarantine? I'm a little stressed out, just a little bit.
I'm getting tired of people telling, oh, don't stay in, don't go nowhere. I said, where I'ma go? I can't really go no. All I can do is go to here or my mama house. Where else can go?
What can we do? And that's what I was gonna say. Like, I know in both of our choice professions that this has really like shut us completely down as far as being able to film. And I don't know how much it's affected you with
Mhm.
with being able to take pictures and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's affected
it
it.
it slowed me down for 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks it slowed me down because people were scheduled because they didn't know what to do.
What was going on?
And then they just I don't know, they started booking after that. After 2 weeks.
But
And
do
I
you?
told only 1 or 2, 3 people can come. That's it.
That's what I was going to say. You can't be having no big entourage.
Mm-mm.
Entourage. You said I got to protect myself too, please and thank you.
Wear masks and gloves.
You
And,
be
I,
wearing mask and gloves.
and when you leave, I wipe down the knobs and everything else.
But see, and I think that's a good thing for you because like for me, I have too many people. You know what I mean? It's we got the all the cast. I think we kind of tapped out on the amount of people just just with the crew alone. It's like we're trying to get stuff going, but I know who you are. You know what I mean? But I want my viewers to know who Nathan Pearcy really is. Like I know when I first met you, I fell in love with you. So my first photo shoot, my first professional photo shoot, I was like, okay, you treated me as if, you know what I mean? I was already this beaming star, the makeup artist. She treated me like, well, how you want to look, boo? Like how you want to, the whole experience that I felt when I came and got my pictures taken was simply amazing. And so yeah, so how did you get started? Like who is Nathan Pearcy the brand?
Whew, baby, there's so many different characters because I can give some characters because everybody's different. When you come into somebody's environment, everybody's different. You can't treat them to be that ratchet person or that bougie person. So you have to be that one person that can relate to everybody until you get to know that other person. I try to get to know the client first, so I know who I can be in front of them or
Okay.
not to be in front of them. Because everybody can't understand our lives
Yeah.
as a person because they might not think, oh, I don't like him because he do this. So you got to, range yourself. Okay, oh, she's like this, so we need to act like this in front of her, so I won't scare her away. Stuff like that. You got to think about that. That's something like customer service.
Yes, absolutely.
So, me as Nathan Pearcy, I'm a broad person to make everybody happy because that's my job. Because when you come in the studio and you're not happy, it was shown as pictures.
Play lion.
And when you see the pictures, you're gonna be like, Nathan, I don't like them. Why? Because I'm not happy. Point blank. So it's my job because I feel like I'm a counselor too. Let me let me motivate you to get up here and do these pictures because you up here for a reason, and we're gonna get the job done. I'm gonna make you sure you're gonna be happy before you leave here. Now, granted, when you have people come in, they come with a lot of baggage. So then, when you come in baggage, that brings it to me, and that makes me heavy on me. So I have to work harder to make you, better. Some people come in with a bitter heart or whatever they're going with their life, but it's my job to make it better in that environment.
And I think
So I have to be that broad person. That's who I am, a broad person, because everybody's
a
crazy.
big personality, and I loved it because I think of myself as a confident person.
Hmm.
When it's time to be photographed, you don't really know. When you're taking a selfie, that's one thing because you can check yourself and how you look. But when you're standing in front of somebody else's lens, you kind of like, do I look like this? Is this my good side? Is this my bad side? Is this? And
Yes.
you really do make you make people feel really really comfortable. So for me, like when you first started out in this, did you know that you wanted to be a celebrity photographer, or did that just fall and get like how did that work?
Um, my goal was when I was leaving high school, I went to school for visual arts. So I
Okay,
used to draw a lot. So I wanted to be an architect. That didn't go where I didn't want to. I couldn't get into Georgia Tech.
okay,
So I was like, oh, what else can I do? So I said, oh, graphic design, because I took classes in high school. So I went to AIU for visual communication. That fell through too, but I took some photography classes, but I wasn't like into it because back in the day we did the dark room. A lot of people don't know about the dark room.
room.
Chemicals. to develop your own pictures. So it's different from that age and now digital. So then I left school. I quit school. Glad I did. Um,
Thank you, Jesus.
Girl,
That was
I don't know what I was going to.
thank you.
So I started working for Serious Portrait Studios. I did it because I needed a job. I didn't think about it. I was like, okay, whatever. And the person who hired me said, Nathan, I see a lot of potential in you. I want to hire you. Cool. I got hired on the spot. So I worked there. I kind of liked it a little bit. I left Sears and went to Picture People. Kept going to different other jobs, but then I didn't realize it till like years later. Till one of my clients at work told me, I'd rather pay you $200 and give it to you. $200. And I was like, okay. So I did so much research. Oh Jesus! I did at least 6 months of research trying to figure out how to do stuff on my own because I didn't have nobody to mentor me, what to buy, what to look for, stuff like that. So I had to learn on my own. So after that, the job closed 5 years after that. Baby, I was at a photo shoot when they told me not to come to work the next day. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I didn't know I was in a photo shoot. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what I'm supposed to do. So that's how everything started. Is when that door closed, another door opened.
So how did you start? Like, who was your first celebrity client that kind of put you on the map, or how did you get pulled into that arena?
Well, luckily I had friends that had a magazine that worked in celebrity world, so they gave me a chance to pull me in. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to show them that I could do it. At first, they were skeptical. Trust me, it was skeptical because I don't know if you can do it. You're not ready yet. So they put me aside for a couple of years, which I'm glad I did because it showed me I need to build myself up. So I did that, and after they gave me the opportunity, after that, it just kept coming and coming. And baby, God is so good because when I was working a full-time job, I had no car. I was taking motor to work. I was paying for apartment, but now I'm a studio, a car. I just like God.
How and I know because I quit my full-time job last year to pursue full-time, and like you, I taught myself. I had to research it. Nobody tell me like go get this kit. Nobody. I just was like, I need to put myself out there, right? I got more stuff without a job. I feel like I'm in an abundance now that I'm not working a full-time job that was supposed to be the security, that was supposed to be, but it's something how when you use your hand and the gift God give you,
Yes,
your purpose, it brings you everything that you know what I mean, that you thought you was gonna get working for somebody else.
yes.
So at this point in your career, do you feel like you found your niche, or do you feel like you're still growing? Like, do you feel like you found your staple as far as the type of no.
Yeah, it's something that I want to do now.
Okay.
This quarantine showed me a whole lot. The first couple of weeks, you probably was sitting at home trying to figure out, what I'm gonna do. But then that 2 or 3 later, the light bulb in your head, like, okay, come on, get up, come on, get up. One of my mentees got me, called me, get up, Nathan. You sitting at home, I'm like, I don't want to get up.
Gotta figure this thing out.
Get your behind up. You gonna figure this stuff out. I was like, okay, get up. I was like, let me go and work on something else. I started on another project. Oh, Jesus.
And that's kind of, I think, what a lot of us artsy, creative kind of people, we're like, okay, you know what? If that ain't gonna work, we'll just figure out something to see if this is working while I got this downtime and see how we can make this thing pop off. Did you always like love photography even when you were in high school and you were doing graphics, or was it not until you were actually at the Sears Portrait Studio that it was like, or was it that $200 that had that
$200 said that when she said that day I was at work. That's when I was like, because I didn't get in. I don't know why I didn't get into it in high school and into college. I don't know why. Maybe God has certain things we don't never understand until after 3 months later. I realized that certain things God does for me. And then 3 months later, I sit back. Oh, that's why. Because he put that in place to put that in place to put that in place to put that in place.
So it's like you can't question him for sure.
I can't.
It's like with the quarantine.
but
It's
we try. Our flesh tries to question it because it don't feel right.
because we want to go with what we know. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But he just like with the quarantine. I was
Yes.
totally negative about this thing. I'm like, this is what is gonna happen. And I've had more creative ideas, you know what I mean? And more things come about. So I have to believe that even through this, there's something great, you know what
Hmm.
I mean, it's gonna come out about it. Now, with you being in photography, can you see yourself branching out to maybe like doing video shoots and doing, oh no, you don't want to film, you just want to do the
Baby,
picture.
that's a different beast. Like when I tell you that's a different beast, that's a way different beast that I do not want to touch. I, oh Jesus, I don't understand how they can do it. They can do it, but not me. That's not. Oh Jesus,
So
I
you
think that'll take up more of my time too as well. But then, especially the new project I want to work on too. And also this quarantine showed me I need to get some rest. It showed me that you need to sit your behind down. Jesus said, sit your behind down.
ain't that right?
And yeah, rest your body. Because before then, I was just going, not like laying down, resting. Give it a little break nowadays. But now I need to focus on give me a little break here and there, so I can keep going.
That you can
Because
keep.
if we don't give our bodies a break, we're gonna break down.
And not even that, I think sometimes, and I don't know if you can feel the same way, like relationships and friendships suffer when we're constantly, you know what I'm saying, on the go and constantly, trying to get that grind and push ourselves beyond the limit. So do you feel like it's a struggle to have relationships or date or, you know what I mean? It is a struggle.
It's a struggle with my friends, and I see they holding on. I'm so glad I have good best friends. They hold on. They see my my struggle. They see it, but sometimes they don't get it. They be like, "Oh, you don't have time for us. You don't." I hear that every time. I even hear with my mama. You don't have time. You don't have time. Well, as an entrepreneur, I don't know when rent's gonna come in. So when they call me,
I don't
I
work, I don't eat.
thank
I
you.
don't have a sick day that I can take. You know what I mean? Or a day that I could call off to go kick it. Like I
Yeah,
gotta go when gotta strike while the iron's hot.
the times. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Until we have find a legitimate business to set least, I mean, sleep at night and make money, then I can focus on that. But if it's not right now,
You
this
got,
is what's going on.
but see, even you're blessed to be able to travel um to different states and do photo shoots. Like you get to go. I mean, like I'm sitting behind watching you, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I want to go. Like, hey, I
Oh,
want
they
to
Vegas waiting on me. They're supposed to be out there for a whole week. They waiting like when you gonna come out. I said I'm gonna try to come in July. I'm just waiting on the planes. But they want me to come out there for a whole week. I already got my clients and I got something to work for the magazine for a whole week. I got work to do in Vegas right now. That's one of the states. And somebody just called me yesterday to come to Chicago.
because it's and I think I don't know what it is. I don't know, and maybe it could be your personality. It could be a lot of things, but you have an eye for like there's not one picture that I've seen that I was like, and even if you see somebody in person, even some of the celebrities, I'm like, they do. He did that. He captured it real good. You know what I mean? And I don't. So how do you? Does that go with your personality? Is that one of those things where you feel like, to get the best out of them, you have to turn into a character, or is it? And I guess that goes into my next question: is it easier to film men or photograph men versus women? Is it easier to photograph one over the other, or are people just pretty much the same?
People are the same. I treat them as the same. Um, like you said, like I was telling you earlier, I have to fill them out first. When you come in, I gotta fill you out first. See what's your vibe. 'Cause everybody has different vibes, so you gotta fill it out first. I'm like, oh, they like this, they like this, or they like my front of side. Let's work off that. You know what I'm saying? Put on some good music. I can get ratchet. I'm ratchet. I love me some ratchet music,
Oh,
baby,
that's so fun.
all day. And then after you leave, I put on the little Tony Braxton stuff. And listen
I know that.
down.
Telling yourself on out. Yeah.
So men and women that don't factor to me.
Okay.
Only thing I hate about women is the waiting process. That's the only thing.
Oh,
But
wait so long.
yeah, hair and makeup.
Yeah. But so when have you ever experienced that diva attitude where it's like, I don't like a real picky? Have you ever, have you ever, have you ever wanted to tell somebody like, it ain't my fault. You the one ain't smiling. It ain't me. I'm just taking what you giving me. Like, what? It's every day.
And I'll be telling you, y'all are not ugly. I think it's a self-esteem issue what some people have. So that's what we facing when you come in there. They have a self-esteem issue. Like, they don't want to know it, but they do. Oh, I'm too fat. Girl, you are beautiful, honey. God made you who you are. And I was seeing this, I went to the airport to go pick up somebody, and I was seeing two big people loving on each other. So God makes somebody out there to love you. So why you don't feel love for yourself before somebody else love you? And that's why I just feel like they have a lot of self-esteem issues.
And that's really what it is. And then too, like I was telling one of my girlfriends, I said, sometimes in your mind, you be thinking a pose is sexy, and in your head, you thinking it don't translate on the hands, you know? And I give an example, like, you know, during this quarantine, I'm trying to do these TikTok videos, and I think I'm killing it. I play it back, and I'm like, girl, you showing your age, girl. You know,
we can't do what we used to do back in the day, girl, because my knees start hurting.
Please get the cracking and popping, and you trying to whip it back real quick, trying to do the whoa and all that, and your body aching, you know. So I think that's part of it too. I know for me, when I take pictures, you know, it's that feeling of, okay, this is gonna be bomb, and you look at it and be like, okay, that didn't quite, you know, it didn't quite translate over.
But somebody else will like it, not you.
This is true.
Somebody else think it was definitely hot.
Because you could be seeing a picture, or when I go into some of the meetings, they're like, oh, well, Lisa, maybe you should use this one for your, you know, your website. And I'm like, no, but I like this one. They're like, but no. And everybody's voting on this one, the one that you may not have really cared for. It exudes personality, or exudes something that's catching to the eye. So you're definitely correct on that. What would you say is the most difficult part of photography, or what's the most gratifying? Like, do you find it challenging to work with other photographers, or be in this industry and be a part of, and receive that respect that you have clearly earned, because you are one of the best that I've seen, and
Thank you.
Your spot and have solidified your spot in this industry. Do you find it hard to relate to other photographers, or kind
Well,
of?
it's like any other people. There's a lot of jealousy in any job you do. So it's gonna be challenging for not just photographers in your job. People get jealous of what you do. So yeah, it is challenging because other people think, oh, you better than me, or I don't really care, you better than me. And I might look up to you if you must don't know.
And you
I,
don't
I,
know.
you don't even know, but I always keep looking at your work and like, oh, why do I need to do that? Oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. Because I look at a lot of photographers, I do, and I support all of them. If I like the picture, I want to show you I like the picture. And I don't know why people don't do that. They don't support each other. They always think we come after you, or we come after your client. Now, some people do. I got that a whole lot. Some people do try to come after you and your clients. But to me, I like to support other people. And I hope states like to support me as well, too. Or any other persons that do anything.
When you said that it was one of your friends, or people that kind of pulled you in.
My mentee, he's my protege.
I think that is so awesome, because you don't get that a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you're on the come up, everybody's boxing you out, because you smiling, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They see your talent and they like, we give them a chance, our chance might dwindle.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that that reach. You know, I'm starting to experience it now, where people are calling me like, hey, Lisa, you want to try this and you want to try that? And some of it I look at it and I'm like, where was you at when I was struggling? Like, when I was really, really like trying to figure this thing out. But I'm grateful.
Remember, God put you in that place when it's time.
And that's what I'm learning. There's something that you have to learn in each phase. So God does that to work out whatever it is. But that really was inspiring when you said that. Like, it was a friend that kind of looked out and was like, yeah, they made you wait a little bit. In the circle, to where when you got that chance, it was like, whoop, this is it. And you don't need nobody else to kind of pull it. Work kind of speaks for itself at this point. It's like, hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Work primarily. Do you work primarily? I'm just keeping it real. I'm like,
oh God.
Thank you. Work primarily primarily by word of mouth? Is there like a marketing strategy that you don't have to reveal the marketing strategy, but is it more word of mouth, or is it something else?
It's nowadays, it is word of mouth, but it's still also you're kind of marketing. Everybody needs to know how to market themselves as well too. That's very, very important. How to market, how to drag people in. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I might not even probably take this special offer because of what's going on. I try to look around what's going on in the market.
Wait a minute, because I'm coming. Now, well, I need to look at that date because I got to come and get mine done. I ain't playing with
Well,
you.
you could book it now, but I mean, you could pay your deposit now, but book it 6 months. You have the whole year to use it.
And
That's
that's
what I try to understand people
I
to.
want people to know that too from this video. Like I want people to know, like, okay, just because we're in a, because that was my fear. I didn't know, like, if I book something, not just with you, like, am I gonna be able to use it? Is this because I done changed my flights like 6 times. I just get
Well,
it.
I hope so. I hope people can give you that opportunity because they should know what's going on. Why not say you pay for it, half of it now, and it's come when you want to come?
When
I
you
don't care as long as you get it done before the end of the year. Because
right.
hopefully we pray on it can be done hopefully soon. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to travel, honey. I'm just so ready to go and shoot.
Like, can we do something? So, what's the most gratifying experience that you had being a photographer? What's the thing that that keeps you pushing for it? What's that thing?
Seeing when the clients see their pictures and they light up, that just gratifies me like to the fullest. Like, oh my God, make somebody else happy. Because like you said, like I was telling you, some people have a lot of self-esteem issues. So when they see themselves, like, is that me? Yes, girl. Yes.
Did that, yeah.
We did that. We did that. We made you look good. And then that when they want to come back even more, that just gratifies me even more. Just making somebody happy off of one little picture. One picture can tell you 1,000 words.
One picture, and it
One
shows
picture.
so much.
Yes.
We know you do photography, and you're bomb at that, but you also have a magazine.
Yes. Oh, that's challenging.
You ain't even give me a chance. He said, "Oh, let me do that."
Baby. Oh, that's
What made
challenging.
you start the magazine? And it's a good. What made you start it?
I got tired of working on other magazines and their visions. After a while, you keep working with somebody, you keep seeing their vision, but you go back and say, "Oh, I could have did something different. Let me try that." So I was like, let me try my own. It took me a minute because it took me 2 years. I bought the domain 2 years ago, but didn't touch it, didn't do nothing until like I was saying, you God put stuff in place for stuff to happen. So I moved. I had to move to another studio, move into this studio, and this when God said it's time now. So I had to move on when He told me it was time. Same thing about my car. I didn't want to buy a car right now, but somebody come go apply for that loan right now. So God said you're gonna move now because I just told you to move. So that's what I had to do, and that's when how the magazine started.
And that
We
is,
never know when we're supposed to do it till He tells us when we're supposed to do
but
it.
you have an entrepreneurial spirit, though. I don't think you probably would have fared working under somebody else because you've been in some pretty major magazines.
Yeah,
And most people would have been like, "Hey, that's me right there in that magazine," and be okay with that. But you branched out and said, I got this. I'm going
yeah.
to showcase my vision." And as hard as it is, I'm sure that's just as gratifying as well.
Oh yeah, when after the stress, I be stressing it on this computer, and after I see it in hand, I'm like, oh, okay, that was so amazing.
It looks so.
That
How do you
was amazing.
in the magazine? How do you go about finding out what you want to, highlight and the different sectors of the entertainment industry, and how do you decide what you're going to put out there?
Well, first we come up with a theme first, what we're gonna do, and then how we're gonna highlight that theme in the issue. It has a lot of different moving parts in the magazine. It's not just me. I have a whole team that I can't do this by myself. It's a lot of work.
And I saw you
So
featured on your social media. I was like, look at all
the,
this melanin. Look at all
well, the thing about it is those people right there are the main people for the magazine, but they don't get seen. So I'd rather let them have their limelight so people can see these are the people who runs the magazine, not just me. That's why you don't see my face on it. I'm saying I don't need to put my face on it. My team is more important than me because they keep it going, not me.
That's probably why we vibe so much. I'm exact same. I'm so much more of the behind the scenes person, but
Uh,
people know the name. They're like, "Where are you at on here? Where are you?" But it's the people that hold you down and the people that put the leg work in because when you're working so hard trying to build a brand, and then
Mm,
you have multiple brands, and your brain is telling you to start this, start that. This is going to be good. You can't do it by. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't do it
trust me.
by yourself. So
Ugh.
I take it that photography is going to be the thing that retires you. Am I correct, or are you
You
going?
think so?
I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Do you think you'll
'Cause I
branch
keep I
first?
keep telling myself that I'm one taking pictures of I can't take pictures no more.
Oh, so we're not retired. We're gonna push that click button. We're gonna be sitting up real old gray. But
Or
as long as that finger can push click, we clicking. That's what we say, right?
or somebody put a ring on her finger and say, sit your behind down.
Oh, so wait now. You just went. So what we saying is, we and I can see that. So if you got married and you did that, your spouse would have the right to say, "Hey, babe, this is it," and you would give it
But
up.
it has to be way down the road, like past 60. Because I
Okay,
love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing.
I can see that, and I think that's the good thing about being your own boss and doing what makes you happy and want to wake up. It never
Mhm.
feels like work. So
No.
photo shoot, I'm sure, is like a party when
Oh,
you
it is.
so especially when you get to travel and do it too. It's one of those things that is just like, you know what, I'm living my best life and doing something that brings me income. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Thank you. Yeah, I don't look at it as a job because I'm working 6, 7 days a week. Doesn't mean like, oh, it's a job. I'm just having fun, whatever.
And you're really quick too. So it's not like, I mean, when you take pictures, I'm talking about when I came home, you were sending me a proof. I'm like, wait a minute, just laugh.
Oh, but I don't play.
You
I
know,
want to be that. I don't want to be that photographer. Like, oh, he don't send pictures on time. Oh, baby, you gonna get your pictures in
oh.
now.
And I'm sure it probably has a dual purpose. It's like, I want you to see your pictures, and I want to get this out my brain and get it done so I can move on to the next.
Next, because I still have other people I gotta deal with too. Not just one person. People think, oh, you ain't calling back. I'm so sorry that I didn't call you back. Or I keep asking for your email. What's your email? Because I don't try to keep track on my email.
I'm trying to tell you, and people don't. And I think only somebody who is grinding like that, and only somebody who understands what it is to build something up from grassroots will understand. Like, just because I'm sitting on my couch watching TV, I'm still busy. Do you know? Do you realize that I don't get to sit and watch TV? So when I'm watching TV, I want to sit and watch the TV. I don't want to be on the phone.
They
I don't
got
want
emails, check in. I'm like, what? Just checking on you. You survive? Yes, I'm surviving. You know.
it's like I just need a moment. I ain't ignoring you, but I'm kind of just taking a moment because they don't understand how. And a lot of times people we make it look easy.
Oh yeah.
But to other people, they can't see the struggle. All they see is, well, I mean, what's taking you so long? You're good at it. So, answer your phone. It's like, uh,
Maybe something came up and you didn't know nothing about. But
like, come on. But what would you want your legacy to be? What would you want the Nathan Pearcy legacy to be? Like, what do you want to be known as and remember
dang, I never thought
that?
about that.
I
I
know.
don't think nobody never asked me that question.
Because you have to look, when I look at you, I see an empire. I see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I look and I scroll through the pictures and I'm looking at the magazine and I'm like, man, like years from now, somebody's gonna be looking at you saying, well, can you help? Can you mentor me? Like he's the greatest, or he's one of. So what would you want those people coming behind you to know or see about you and your business?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm very memorable because I'm crazy. People don't know I'm crazy. Crazy, but it's a fun, crazy thing. So I hope people remember me as my sense of humor. That's the main thing, especially when you come in the studio. Like I was saying you earlier, people have different attitudes or whatever. I have to deal with that and push it in, pull it in, push it out, and say, "Oh, we ain't gonna do this today, honey. If we gonna, I'm gonna make sure you gonna get these pictures done, look good."
And we're gonna do what you paid me to do.
Yes, yes, yes. So hopefully my sense of humor, they will remember my legacy by is that, and also the certain things that I want to do before I go. The things I want. I want to have my own studios. I want to have several different studios. One in LA, one in New York, And then my new venture I'm working on too as well. Hopefully that'd be some type of legacy as well too.
What would you tell like a person that wants to do what you do? What would you tell them to like? What would be step one in how to become a celebrity photographer? What would be something you would tell somebody that you would mentor in this industry? What kind of advice could you give?
Patience. People don't have like you asked me earlier. People nowadays don't have patience. They want it quick, fast, in a hurry. They don't think about what's the consequences and what you have to do to get to where my level is. They just I just want to make money. That's it. It's not all about making money. It's a business. I tell most of people who come in, 20% is photography, 80% is business, in which you don't understand. Like what's going on now, like the SBA loans, stuff like that. Half these people don't have websites. And that's one of the key things they ask for: a website, a working email, your EIN number, your LLC, and a business account. How can you count on your hand how many people you know that has most of those things right now?
I'm a small business and I have it, but I'm just now having
Yeah,
it last year or so, and I've been doing this for a while. But
thank
I
you.
don't think people, especially a lot of creatives, I don't think we want to do the business part. But like you said, the business part is what's going to sustain you.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's a hobby. You know what I mean? Because you can't operate. So that makes a lot of sense. But you're right. A lot of people come into things for the money. They
yeah,
see the money part of it. And I've seen people. Been to photo shoots with people, and they just don't have the personality. They don't. They just They want you to stand there, and they're gonna take. They're not engaging. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a bad thing. That's just their. That's their stilo. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I feel like you get more with honey.
yeah.
What did grandma say? You get more with honey than the you get more, you know. But do you feel like do you like in studio portraits better than outdoor, like on location portraits? Do you have a
It
preference?
depends on the environment.
Okay.
Cause I sweat a lot. So if I'm hot in heat, baby, y'all better hurry up. Cause Nathan over here sweating, and I'm not in the mood.
Now we can
When I get hot, I be like, oh, I'm not in the mood. Don't touch me. Just hurry up.
we just
Yes, and I got a photo shoot in the desert soon in Las Vegas. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna pray. I
do you
can,
have one of those little hand fit? Them things don't even be working though for
baby.
real.
I have to fly my assistant in because I was like, I told him, like, you coming with me because I probably need somebody to hold an umbrella
Something.
and some water because we're gonna be in the desert and this is like a little pretty.
Be a lot. That's gonna be a lot. I can't wait to see that now. That's gonna be a
In
lot.
July, it's probably 120 degrees.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Okay. It's gonna come out perfect. It's gonna come out good. Come out good.
Have you ever experienced any kind of quirky behavior from like your clients? Like, something weird that they wanted you to do that made you uncomfortable or kind of was like, I never did that before, but we can try taking pictures like this. Like, do you do a variety of photos? I know you do celebrity. I know you do family. I know you do headshots. And I know you do some kind of modeling photos too, because where you find them at? 'Cause they some
Uh, and they want me to bring this back so bad. I don't figure out like in my head, like I don't know what I need to do to be creative to come back. I haven't done a self project in a year, so I was like, what can I do different? Yes, I haven't done it in a year, and they wants me to bring it back, but I'm like, what can I do differently?
I mean, it was nice. Like you did that. I come and just be a fly. As a matter of fact, can I just sit in the corner and kind of watch like, mhm.
You can be an oiler.
Can I get the job of the oil?
Yeah, you do that. Well,
I'm
tell your
gonna
husband
do
no.
it.
No, your husband no.
I'm hold you to it. And I'm gonna tell my husband, it's just a job, babe. It's just a job.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. Now you talk about you a character. Now you didn't. I'm gonna hold you to it. Talking you now,
Oh,
like, hey.
oh,
But
oh.
yeah. So, what else is next for Nathan?
Well, I am working on my underwear line.
Can I please?
Pray that I
Oh,
can get it out by next May.
okay.
Give myself time. I'm not gonna rush it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself time right now. I'm waiting on my seamstress to come up with my samples,
Okay.
and then I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not rushing it. I already came up with the name, but I just gotta come up with certain different things I want to do in the underwear line. Then go from there. I pray it can work out. Make some money.
Listen, it's gonna work. It's gonna work out. And multiple streams of income, you can't never go wrong.
Yes, the hard thing about it is getting. First, I'm gonna start off with males, and I'm gonna get into females. But the hardest thing is the females part, because then because the bras, the panties is
Oh,
all yeah. It's a different realm than versus this a male wearing underwear.
underwear. Well, so when you model those, I need to be the oiler again. So understand that I'm telling you up here now. I don't want to have to come back on here and be on social media like he told me that, but but I do. So I will say I feel like I've been a little invasive. I feel like I done got all in Nathan's world. I appreciate
Yeah,
you so candid and giving me a different part and a different side of you. I get to show my viewers who Nathan really is. Actually, you just took pictures, or you posted a picture of Sean Bledsoe.
Sean Bliss.
Like Bledsoe. She's an actress. It was her birthday. She's in my show in the third season. And so I was like, look at this here. I said, this
Oh
is
yes,
so
my baby. Yes, today was her birthday.
yes. Yes.
Yes.
So when I saw it, I said, see, they know my Nathan. But for anybody who would like to, or before I go there, before I end this, there's one question that I was trying to avoid asking, but I think I need to ask just for the viewer's sake. What would you say, and what kind of energy or what have you experienced in this industry that has been the most daunting, or why do you think people aren't succeeding when they launch out and try to pursue their dreams and passions and things like that? I know we said patience is something they need to have, but do you think it's something else as to why? Because we're in Atlanta, there's so many different opportunities and possibilities here, but people just aren't. I mean, there's scams. People are charging a lot for pictures, and they look like pictures you probably took with a Polaroid camera.
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So what do you think the reason is?
I think it's social media, because back in the day, social media wasn't that big until now, and also themselves. Sometimes we hinder ourselves for getting where we're supposed to be, because we always looking at somebody else's work and say, "Oh, mine's not is like his. I don't think I can do better than him." You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that keeps hindering us as being creatives. Is looking at ourselves inside. That's what's also hindering us as well too. But like I tell most people, you need to go out there and get what you want to get to where you're supposed to be. And sometimes you have to make a lot of sacrifices. Friendships, that's the one thing, is sacrificing. You gotta have to sacrifice it. Um, Relationships as well too, because you need to figure out, do I really want to do this for real or just for play? Like we was talking about business wise, do you want to do this for play or you want to do this for business? What you want to do? It's nothing wrong having a hobby, but if you want to make serious money and be that person, you gotta have to make a lot of sacrifices, and a lot of people don't want to do that.
Well, I again appreciate you giving me your time and your energy. And if people want to find you, where can they find you? Where can we find Mr. Nathan Pierce so we can book us
A photo shoot. So first, I do have a website. Go to npearcypics.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at npearcypics as well, and also find me on Twitter. I really don't like Twitter.
I don't like to.
It's so nasty, but
That's why we are so here. Do you understand? I know I have it, and I just.
you can follow me on Twitter as well, npearcypics, but I really don't say nothing on there, so you ain't gonna say this.
That ain't really worth your time. So just hit me up.
Yeah, you can, but just go on Instagram or go to my website. And that's it.
Well, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in for my candid conversation with celebrity photographer and entrepreneur extraordinaire, Mr. Nathan Pearcy. And until next time, we will catch you later.
Bye.